start in this one after a rough game 3. LeBron James, same thing, but both turned it on in the second half. And the Lakers lead at 3-1. A tough loss for Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. They battle back. They tied it at one point here in the fourth. But here tonight, it was the Lakers that made all the crunch time plays, not just their stars, but Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with some very important plays. Jimmy Butler almost had another triple-double. But he right now could care less about that, much like he could care less about his triple-double in game 3. He just wants to win. And the Heat come up short and now put themselves in a 3-1 hole. Let's go to Rachel.
LeBron, some real physical play in that fourth quarter, just some high-level basketball. What did it feel like to be out on the floor for that?
Felt like a finals game. Felt like both teams was desperate, understanding the situation they both put themselves in. And trying to get every extra possession, execute offensively, try not to make mistakes defensively. And that's what it was all about.
You got some great contributions from players like KCP, Rajon Rondo, Alex Caruso out there. What do you see out on the floor when all the guys like that are clicking?
I mean, we're a team who just hold each other accountable. KCP's 3 right by their bench. His layup right there from the top of the key with the shot clock going down. Doe's finish, and then Doe's penetration and kickback for AD. And AC is just always, he all over the court. And we needed every cent and every second from our bench, from our starters, and to get tonight's win.
Anthony Davis also coming up with some big defensive plays in addition to the offense. When you were watching him do that through the game, I see you in his ear. What kinds of things are you guys saying to each other?
Well, I mean, between me and AD, we hold each other to a standard that no one else can hold us to. And that's what it's all about. He challenges me every night. I challenge him every night. Doesn't matter if the ball is going in. We have to do things to help our team win. Defensive end, offensive end. And he did that tonight. He was spectacular. Taking a challenge on Jimmy to start. And then anytime he got switched onto a guard, just containing them, getting block shots, giving us extra possessions offensively.
You were tweeting in the middle of the night, the other night, saying you couldn't sleep. Your mind was still racing. You were trying to keep that edge. You now have an extra day's break between this and the next finals game. How do you and the team keep the edge to close things out?
Because we understand what's at stake. I mean, the job is not done. And, we get an opportunity to get our bodies back up underneath us with an extra day of rest, but also keep our minds sharp. I'm looking forward, once again, to looking at the film tomorrow, do all-around-the-clock treatment, and treating it like we played Thursday. I'm going to continue to get the work in. I'm going to continue to not sleep until the job is done. So look forward to the next match.
All right. Thanks so much, LeBron. Appreciate it. Back to you, Mike.
All right, Rachel. Lakers once again bounce back here in these playoffs after a loss. They lost game 1 against Portland, then won 4 in a row. They lost game 1 against Houston, then won 6 in a row. Lost game 3 to Denver, won 4 in a row.